Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models Transport. Well, here's a wee update on the previous video on the Kleinbahn wagons. So this is the wagon which was warped. It had a warped chassis because of the Zamak warping. And what did I do? I tried bending it by hand, but it was impossible. I just put these two bits of wood like that, and then I stood up and I gripped both ends, hand each, and bent it down. At the first shot it straightened. It was still a bit bent. I gave it another go and I'd say it's quite good. Let's have a look. In fact, we can have a look at it on this piece of wood. Which is a bit warped itself. The wood isn't straight. But if we look at it now, it's a bit better. Much better than what it was. In fact, I've bent it a wee bit further. Let's have a look with a ruler. The steel ruler is straight. That's much better. Much better. So I fixed it. I just bent it by hand. I just thought, and I looked at it and I said, I need to have something to press it against. So these two pieces of wood, it did the trick. So now, in fact, and this wagon must have had an accident, because look, one of the pegs snapped, and this was then glued on again. So this is not original factory glue. In fact, not being some nasty kind of solvent, it warped the cab, the brake cab. So now I'm simply going to take the body and just refit it using some glue and glaze, and that's that. Look at that, that's good, that's very good. That was an easy fix. Okay, so I'm going to glue this back together now. Just a spot of glue and glaze. It clips in position quite well, so we don't really need to insist too much. It's nice, well clamped on. Now we'll fix the brake cab. have to let it set. There, we'll just let that sit. That was a nice easy fix. Perfect wagon. And of course we'll keep it under control to see if it hopefully doesn't start warping again, but I think it took some years to warp like that, and I've fixed it, so I think that's quite nice. We've saved it. Very good. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, click notification bell, and I'm pleased to have managed to solve a Zamak. Call it Zamak rot, Zamak warping, zinc warping, but that's that fixed, at least for the moment. That's good. Cheerio, and see you next time.